we're back. This is Attorney Vince Davis. I'm with Cynthia Becker, and this is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and When. Right now, we're going to have an interview or talk to a parent. Her name is Erin. She has a case in California. She's actually here in the studio with me this evening. She's actually been interviewed by Cynthia on the reality series, CPS The Horror Stories. Cynthia, do you remember Erin?
Hey, Erin, I do.
Hey.
So, Erin,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Tell us a little bit about your case, Erin. What happened?
So my ex-husband called CPS and made some allegations that were untrue. And they took my daughter from me and didn't listen to anything that I said. I couldn't get a hold of my court-appointed attorney. At one point, I was calling her every 30 minutes and leaving a message to get her attention, to get her to call me back. And it took about 2 days of that for her to call me back, and I was missing visits with my child. And so I just started calling like obsessively to get information, and I was being blocked a lot. And now I have not seen my daughter for a month. They keep canceling my visitation and not letting me know why. And it's frustrating because the allegations were untrue. I proved that they were untrue. I kept being told that the evidence is not like in a criminal case, so the standard was different. And I found that strange. I thought that it should be just as high because you're taking someone's child away. So they just went by what was said by my husband. They didn't look at any evidence that I brought to discredit him or what he was saying to prove that I was innocent. None of it mattered. They just liked my husband more than me, apparently.
Did you...
Erin, oh, sorry, Vince.
No, go ahead.
The last time that we talked, I thought you were getting your daughter back.
So did I, and I went to mediation, and we spoke to the mediator, and they were supposed to give her back. And then I get to court. It was like 2 days later. My attorney wasn't even there, and it didn't go like I had hoped. All the orders were not what I agreed to. All the stipulations were not what I agreed to. And I was never asked if I agreed to any of it. I was never asked to sign anything. They just said, this is what it is. Goodbye.
Did you have a chance to testify?
No. They didn't, none of that. They just said, this is what it is. Here you go. They said I had 30 days to object to it and so that's where I am now. I just finished that, and you
still haven't had any visitations with your daughter?
I've had 2, but since mediation, I have not.
And that was a couple weeks ago, right?
Oh, yeah, this last one that was canceled because apparently my child is sick, but nobody will tell me anything about it. It will be a month.
Since you've seen her.
Right, and then the way my visitation lands, like I won't see her now until after Christmas because apparently she has to isolate, and I asked if she had COVID, and they wouldn't tell me. They just said they didn't know, but they can't tell me anything. And
but you still have your parental rights, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. They just gave custody to my husband.
Vince, doesn't she still have the right to know medically any medical issues that are going on with her daughter?
Absolutely, unless the judge has ordered other.
I got such a severe punishment. Because I've never been in any trouble. I've never had any problems with anybody. And I don't know if I'm being punished because I make a stink and I'm loud about it. Because I don't care. If you're not doing something right, I'll report you. I mean, I don't care.
Vince, if this is the case that there is something going on, is there any legality issues that
Yeah. I mean,
happen?
if your husband has sent you text messages, for example, that indicate there's something going on with
Well, text messages that like, oh, she totally wants me, you know. She's like, she has a crush on me. She thinks I'm cute, or like she'll make little comments. And before he stopped communicating with me, he would send me these messages laughing at the social worker.
Well, you know, there is a section in the Welfare and Institutions Code where you can make a motion to ask for a new social worker to be assigned. And maybe this is the type of case where you should do that.
Well, I have had 4 different social workers now because I've complained about 2 of them. My first report, there was 200 mistakes in it. And I'm talking about not just the accusations, but I'm talking about like grammar, run-on sentences, you know, those kinds of things. If you're going to take my child away, I expect the piece of paper to be done correctly. And it wasn't. So I complained about that. I'm not going to sign something that has the date wrong, or my child's name is misspelled, or, you know, times of so-called messages or phone calls were wrong and dates were wrong. So, you know, I don't know if me being a stinker about that has anything to do with it. But if you're going to take my daughter, can you at least make sure her name is spelled right?
Right. We have to take a break right now. We'll be back with more questions, more comments, more stories. This is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win.